Um, communicate. I did another video on communicate clearly and be Pacific. This is another video, right? Why do men stay in abusive relationships? And when you think about it, right, the answer is kind of like complex, right? I think a lot of times it might be self-esteem issues. Some people have no place to go. They feel like they can't do better. Um, so in a lot of times when you think about abusive relationships, you kind of think about a woman, right? But when you see a man in this situation, do they take the man serious? Like, how can you explain that my woman is beating me up? How can you explain to someone that my wife is she's bullying me economically? Things like that. It's like hard to explain to people because people might not take you serious, especially if you're supposed to be this strong black man or this strong man here in America, right? Because this can happen to white men, quote unquote, black men, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I don't know. I didn't show y'all the video. Let me show you the video, right? It's this young brother. Hold on, just got a friend request. It's this young brother. He's getting abused by, I don't even know if they're in a relationship, right? Because she's saying even when we wasn't in a relationship, so I don't know if they're in a relationship, they just reconnected or whatever. But it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Salute to this brother. I hope he gets some help. Let me show you guys the video. Yeah, it's on my Instagram, Cosmology Bay. You can go to my Instagram and see the video. It's very short video.
When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. For real? Really? 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 About a bitch that I already fucking beat up?
Right, so she is striking this guy in the face.
When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. For real? Really? 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 About a bitch that I already fucking beat up?
Yeah, so repeatedly, back to back, she's striking this guy in the face, and he's just taking it. He has his fist balled up, and he's just taking it. And some people are probably saying, why is he there? And when people are in love, like they say, when you fall in love, you hurt yourself, right? And clearly this guy looks confused. Sometimes as men, we have been made out to the blame of we have done terrible things. So a lot of times we feel like we deserve it. I had a friend one time, right? And he was in a relationship. Every time his woman would get mad at him, they lived on the second floor, right? The second floor, she would just throw his stuff out the window. She would break his video games, anything to really hurt him and to make him feel low. Take his money, right? Because he kept all his money at her house and all his resources. So he didn't have anything, right? They get into an argument. First thing she says, she called the cops on him or whatever. So a lot of times as men, right, we think we deserve this. We figure like we deserve this. I'm a man. I'm just going to take it. I can deal with it. But it's not good for your mental health, your mental well-being. This guy's putting himself through a lot, man. Through a lot. And he looks like a young brother, man. I don't know what the argument started over. Let me read some of the comments. Man. But that's crazy. So if you know anybody that's in an abusive relationship, woman or man, get them some help, right? And sometimes you can't come straight directly to them. You don't want to make them feel embarrassed. So the approach is very significant, right? So somebody said the reason the reason why some people stay in these abusive relationships are very complex, right? The reason the reason why men and women stay in a relationship, an abusive relationship, is different. Okay. Why do guys stay in a toxic relationship? All too often, men find themselves stuck in toxic relationships due to many different factors, such as low self esteem, fear of commitment, the lack of education about healthy relationships, right? So now, if you was in a household where this stuff was normal, every day, people going upside each other's heads, this is a program. So you grow up thinking like this is normal, this is okay. This is also common. But and another thing, I was watching, what's the sister name? FKA Figs, right? And she was speaking about an abusive relationship that she was in. And oh man, that's a beautiful, beautiful sister. I was listening to some of her music and everything. Beautiful sister. And as we're growing up, the people that we deal with, our environment, everything is a programming, right? So a lot of times we're being programmed by narcissistic people, abusive people, and these are the people that we love. These are the people that we confide in. So we're being programmed by these people, and not until we fully wake up into who we are, our true selves, that we find out like, wow. So a lot of times we're living based on what other people think of us and their programming. This is why meditation, alone time, some solitude, not for too long, but it's very important to get to know yourself, man. And if you have children, you have nieces, nephews, let them know how important it is to know thou self, right? It's on the walls of Egypt. But this is from programming, man. For that young brother, if anybody knows him, anybody comes across this video, they share it. I'm pretty sure this is going to go viral in a few days, man. But this young brother, you can tell he's hurting, man. He has his fist balled up, and he's just taking the punches from this woman that I don't know if he has a child by her. The TV is on the floor, so they might have just moved into the apartment. And but this is serious, man. This is serious. So let's stop the domestic violence. If any of you know any information, put it in the chat. I'm gonna put some information in the description box. And this is wrong. So if you know anybody out there that's going through this, get them some help, man. Get them some help.